Okay. It's just us two.
Word.
How was work today?
I don't know. This world wasn't meant for me. It was great. Till the
Oh, that's
power went
good.
out.
Mm.
Power went out on the whole, like, a whole quarter of fucking that area.
Oh man.
Like, the power was out all the way up the freaking Morganton Road.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, every store on Owen Drive, that little cut on Owen Drive, every store had power out. Fit for Life, the little all AT&T building, the gas stations, places across the street, Harris Teeter, the bowling alley, everything was out all the way down Cliffdale, McPherson, and half of Morganton Road. I was like, damn, power's out, but like for like an hour.
Mm.
I was like, we was just chilling. And next thing you know, all the fucking lights went out. I was like, what the hell?
Man.
Lately, the power has been flickering on and off. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it was about to be a dang on accident right there where Owen Drive and Rayful Road meet, because that is a crazy ass spot.
The street lights are out too?
Uh-huh. All the power was out.
Wow.
I was like, damn, what?
What y'all do? You have a generator?
No. I took a lunch. I went to go get me something to eat. Went to Mission Barbecue.
What about the customers?
There wasn't no customers there. We had just had the one of the customers leave after we got done with their car, and right after they left, whole fucking block went out. I was like, damn, somebody hit something, or they was working on something. Man. I was like, damn, the whole damn area over there was out.
Mm.
That the estimate, the time of the Fayetteville Electric Company or whatever, they said that it would be up till 5:30, but it was up after an hour.
Mm.
I was like, what in the world?
At least you got to get an hour lunch.
I mean, I had already clocked out for my lunch. I just didn't take it. I just didn't go with it, and then it was around the time for it anyway. But the power went out. I was like, damn.
Okay.
I could have sworn I seen you up there uh at the uh at the hospital today. But I was like,
No.
is that I see those short locks, but I was like, all I saw was the head. I didn't see uh I didn't see the rest of it, and then I kind of seen the side of it. I was like, nah, this ain't that
Ain't that what?
thick.
Oh. Was she wearing a uniform?
Nah, she was just in like, I guess she was in uniform. It looked like she had a jacket on though, like a little hoodie. But
Okay.
she had some knockers on her, so I was like, yeah, they ain't hers.
Okay.
I was like, good lord, nope, that ain't hers.
Okay. So, my first question.
My first question is, are you going to the Suicide Boys concert in Charlotte?
I think you know the answer to that.
What? That's just your it's like a bunch of it's like dark music, dark rap music.
I don't do concerts.
What? I'm still waiting on the one of the rock concerts to come down, one of the country concerts to come down. I'm definitely going. But they got the seats like the outside seats are like $50. But if you want to be in the pit where you stand in the entire concert, it's like $570. That's like right on the stage in the pit.
Hmm.
I was like, it's gonna be a whole. I was like, I want to see who all gonna be down there in the pit. Who gonna spend $500 a piece to be down there?
Mm,
It's like almost $600 to be down there. I'm like, okay, for taxes, you're looking at about like $600.
mm-mm. Not I said the cat.
I was like, ooh,
All right. So my first question is,
are you playing Destiny tonight? Boom.
that's your question. Um,
Ah.
my first question is, if you could only have one, would you rather have good skin or
Xbox.
good hair?
I mean, I shave, so I'd say good skin.
Okay.
I'm, bald, so
Oh yeah, that doesn't apply to you.
ha
Um. hmm.
ha.
All right. Do you got one?
Ooh, ooh. If they came out with a movie for Pennywise versus Jeepers Creepers, would you go see it?
No.
Why not?
I mean, if someone invited me to go, I would, but it's not something I'm gonna go out my way to
You
go
don't like
see.
Jeepers Creepers? They were like one
Nope.
of my two favorites, especially
No.
Pennywise.
I, I
UFO
I'm
too.
really I'm really big on story, and it's just not enough story for me.
Shoot, it got tons of story. You got to watch all the movies. Well, I
I
read the
did.
books anyway. So, you ever read the books?
No.
That shit is creepy.
What's up?
It's even more creepier when you read the
How you be?
books.
Doing
No
fine.
many
Like, wow.
Sorry.
exes in the house.
How y'all doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Gosh, judging by the voice,
What's
I
up?
ain't heard this dude in a minute. What's good, man?
Not much.
I
How you
understand.
doing? Red tape. Oh wait, you're not red tape. You're step bro. Got you.
Yep, I
I
changed my
just starting to
name.
realize.
So the question was, well, my question was, if you had to choose one over the other, would you rather have good skin or good hair? If you had neither one.
Oh dear God. Since I'm losing my hair, I'll say good skin.
All right, then the second question was if there was a Pennywise versus Jeepers Creepers movie, which I think I already know your answer. Would you go see it?
Whew. They're both the same in scariness. I had to do a coin toss, but for right now, since it's been a while since we haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, I'd go with Jeepers Creepers for the time being because we already seen a Pennywise movie that came out. It was kind of so.
No. I
and
mean,
they
if it
and they
was
come
no, I mean if
and
it was the
it's
same
crazy. They
movie.
come back after so many years. Every time they come back like what every 20 years.
Yeah, 15 or 20 years, give or take. Because truthfully, when people ask me what's my favorite horror franchise, it's actually gotten played out so bad now it's become an action horror movie. And that'd be Aliens. And everyone asks me, why is that scary? And I'm like, think about it. You don't know if it actually exists in this world. For all we know, it could be millions of light years waiting for us to go meet it. And when it meets it, rain this unholy nightmare on us. Whereas the other ones,
Insidious is
they're
what
kind of still
mine.
they're still kind of a question that they might not exist, where the alien has a 50-50 chance. Or something more terrifying than that could exist. We just don't know yet.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry, I just had to get
gosh,
the yeah. See, I go
you
with
sound
more.
terrible.
Well, what you do, you asked me a horror scenario, so I'm like, let me go with horror scenarios where you leave the theater, you actually sit there and realize, holy crap, there's a 50-50 chance that I could walk out this theater today, a meteor or some weird ship crashes in our planet, and that's the end of all humanity within 24 hours. That's why I like aliens and I
Hey, it
like
might be
body snatchers.
Soundwave,
Hmm, that
might
too.
be Soundwave or Megatron or some shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that too. That's another worst case scenario. Robots in disguise, and you can't trust your vehicle, you can't trust your game system, you can't trust your TV. Sit there, wake up one day, and say, "I want to turn the TV on." The daggone thing was it transforms in front of you and says, "Oh hell, Megatron," then shoots you in the chest.
I'm like, oh shit, it's an Autobot.
Pretty much. No, then you get a response and it's like, oh, bam. And then the next couple hours you wake up and smack people like, sir, ma'am, you just got shot in the chest with something that looks futuristic. Only thing I remember was turning on the TV. Yeah, those are my kind of worst case scenario horror movies. Things that have a 50-50 chance of possibly being real. That's why I like
Okay.
Body Snatchers too, because you were like, "Oh, that can't happen." I'm like, "Do you know it's in outer space?" They're like, "No," because for all I know, we could go to sleep, wake up tomorrow morning, everyone will be walking around. You'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" You say something just right to set them all off. One stops and points and makes a weird sound. You're like, "Why is everyone turning, looking at me like I'm a pro?" Oh, and then you'll have to take off running, hiding, because all these people that once were your friends are now been taken over by a parasitic creature that took over their bodies, harvested them, and now has turned the population into their new home world. And you're just now the new outcast. Oh yeah, those are my favorite kind of horror movies. We wake up and
You ever
realize
seen Skinwalkers?
oh yes, that's another good one. Where you wake up and realize you're screwed and there's no one you can trust.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
You
you
never
missed
seen
something.
one in real life?
Well,
I've seen pictures and stuff of it, but I'm like, it has a 50-50 chance of possibly being real. And if it is true, oh, yeah.
Like,
That's why I tell people,
yeah.
yeah. And that's why I'm like, that's the kind of stuff I get involved in, like stories. I don't mind Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers, and all that. Because, I mean, there's always a chance that I'm not sure about the sleep demon, but I can see a Michael Myers coming in existence. Jason's technically coming in existence. They might not be as powerful, but they could be daggone scared just about as good as them. Especially if they don't have what you call a high threshold of pain. Run them
Insidious was
over.
one of my favorites.
Ooh, okay. I haven't seen that one. You got me on that one.
oh, I like
Like the
that one.
final chapter, like if you watch the final chapter, you ain't seen all the other
Uh-huh.
ones, you ain't gonna get it.
Gotcha.
I seen
Like
the
you gotta
first
watch
one.
the first, second, third, and the final chapter.
Oh
Hmm.
wait, there's four of them.
Yeah.
Well, I thought there was only two movies.
There's four of them.
See, that's like the same thing like a Species, the movie. Everyone only thinks there's two, but technically I think there's 3 or 4 of those movies.
Yeah,
The fourth
you're
Like
one is
right.
extremely rare.
normally when they make more than like two movies, it's kind of whack. But
Yeah.
like Insidious, like all four was like spot on. Like they followed the story. Like the
Oh, you
story
said
continued.
Insidious. I
Like
thought you
no,
said Sin
yeah,
City. That's what I thought you said. I was about to say Sin City had 4 movies. You're talking about Insidious.
I
Yeah, I've
never
seen
been to
all
Sin
those.
City.
Uh, I've seen Sin City. I didn't even have a sequel for it. I'm not going to shout out saying that it's 100% true. So
Oh,
I didn't keep up with that
there's a
franchise.
second movie. I didn't get a chance to see the second one.
Ah.
I want to see
Oh yeah,
that
you're
one.
gonna go see Demon Slayer this weekend?
That's a
Demon.
possibility.
It's at the movie theater.
Oh yeah, I've seen the previews
I'm gonna
for
go
it.
see it Saturday.
Okay. What
I've been
time?
waiting on that daggone movie.
Ah.
Around 3 o'clock. I'm going to
Oh
the
crap, I'll be at
IMAX.
work. Oh, you have fun. I'll be at work that whole entire time.
What about the new
Yeah, I get off at
Borderlands
1.
game? You're not gonna play that?
What?
Borderlands? I heard there's a new Borderlands coming out.
I have a best friend
What,
who's
a movie?
obsessed with that crap. No, Borderlands is a video game.
Game.
Oh,
I have a best friend who's obsessed with kind of games like that. Knowing his chances, he probably already has it, if not already. This month, next month, he's probably gonna play the living crap out of it. I'll just come over there and say, "Okay, how high did you get?" He's like, "I got this high, man." I'm like, "Dear God." I tried playing Borderlands, but it's like a game. I tell people it's games that you have to submerge hours and hours of being willing to be dedicated to the game. If you're not willing to be dedicated to the game, oh, you're gonna lose interest and then come back and be so
with Destiny.
lost. Oh, okay. So you are a Destiny fan?
That's how
Okay,
I
I
am with
commend you.
Destiny.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
Step Bro is Destiny. He needs to
gotcha.
change his name to
Well, yeah.
Destiny.
Hey, I'm even on Destiny Rising, the new app that just came out.
Okay. Right now,
Like
my best
I
friend,
thought that was pretty cool.
they have that. I didn't even know they had that. But then again, I'm not that deep into that game.
Yeah, they just dropped it. I think like either last week or 2 weeks ago. One of them. But
Oh, that
it's
answers
all
why
over.
I
I
haven't
went
heard
on
about it.
TikTok the other day. It's all over TikTok.
Interesting.
But
All right, so next question.
it's just like playing Destiny. It's just on your phone, and you can either use your fingers or you can use a controller. Which I rather use a controller. But it's on your phone, and most of the time when I play it when I'm at home, I just cast it to the TV.
Okay. All
But
right.
it's real fun. It's basically the very beginning of Destiny. It shows you how everything started,
So it's a
like before the
prequel.
speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a prequel. Okay, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
And then you can play as all the other Guardians, like Ikora, Savala, uh, um, what's the other guy? They don't have what's his name in there though. The new hunter. Um, damn it, what was his name? Crow. They don't have him in there because he wasn't there in the beginning. Like they don't have to go awaken uh there. They just have like the exos, the humans, um, and that's about it. You get to create your character, but on like certain game modes, you get to play with other characters when you unlock them.
Gotcha.
But
Interesting. I'm just saying
it's pretty cool.
well, one day when I give it a chance, I'll probably take a deep breath. I'll take some vacation time out to actually get myself willing to submerge myself into the game. Because once I get submersed in it, then I can actually say I can understand it. Because that's the trick: getting me submersed in the game, getting me stuck in the game.
Oh yeah,
So
it's got a good storyline to it though. I
yeah,
know
that's right.
Destiny is good with their stories.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm gonna say, what is it? Yeah, my best friend, he was playing it. Let me just play in his terms. He played those games so hard that when you see his characters' levels, they're like almost near freaking maxed out.
Yeah, that's how my characters on Destiny they're damn near maxed out now.
What's the highest?
400.
Okay, I
Wow.
wasn't even gonna try to say a number.
So they changed the leveling of Destiny. So you start off at level 0, and you get like pinnacle gears like an extra 20, or if you get some regular gear you get like extra 2 or 3, and you can infuse your armor or you can just put it on. I like to infuse my armor because I like all my armor to be the same piece. That way, because you have more of that certain type of piece of armor, you get better perks and whatnot. Like
Makes
you
sense.
recharge your abilities if you have all your pieces on, like all four. Either you have 3 out of 4 or all 4 pieces on. Like one piece set of armor I have. When you sprint, your all 3 your abilities, your class abilities recharge 3 times faster. Like you can use your grenade like almost infinity as long as you're sprinting.
Hmm. Gotcha.
It's pretty cool.
Might as well mention it since it just came out not too long ago. Have you ever touched Helldivers?
I
I
haven't.
I downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
The only reason why I'm even remotely thinking about playing Helldivers is because of that Halo DLC that came out.
Halo? I ain't heard of
Yeah.
Halo since 360.
Yeah, right now, officially since it's on multi platforms, you can get the Halo pack in it and run around as ODST members. I'm like, you know what? That might actually get me to buy a new game after so many years.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so question.
Shoot.
Um, would you be okay with your significant other having Life 360 on you?
Life what?
Life
What?
360. It's a tracking app.
Nope.
Huh?
I
It's a
don't need
tracking app.
nobody to know when I'm gonna go.
Like
I had
it's
to
an
have my
app. Well, basically, it's an app that lets you
It's
can
like
put your
Life Alert.
you can put your friends and family on it, and it lets you know where they're at.
Oh, basically a tracker, like a GPS. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
Would you be
They'll
okay with
know.
your
They'll know when I
significant
go
other
when
having
they
you
see
on?
me on the news.
And since I don't do anything, I'll let her put a tracker on me. She'll be bored to death. Where
Like I
is
ain't
he?
going
At
nowhere.
home.
I'm immortal.
My problem is when she looks, she'll be like, "Where is he? At work? Where is he? At home? Where is he? Hanging with friends? Not doing anything questionable? Uh, God, he sucks. He don't do anything to make me get excited. Like he goes to clubs or stuff. Uh,
So
where's they?
step
He goes to
bro,
the adult arcades.
you
Wow,
said
he's gonna pick up
no.
ladies.
You said
I'd
no,
bore
step
her.
bro.
Oh, what'd she say?
Step bro, you said
Was it?
no.
Nope. I
You
don't
ain't
like
that was right.
nobody to know where I am.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I'm just known for being a recluse. So if someone puts a tracker on me, they're gonna be bored to death. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna be so bored, they're gonna be like, I wasted that money for nothing. I'm like, I told you you can put a GPS on me because I ain't doing anything important.
If you
It's
were a
like,
minor, would you be okay with your parents having it on you?
as a kid, I
Not
didn't do
really.
squat. My parents would be bored to death. That's why my mom enjoyed having me as a kid. She was like, anytime she knew what I was doing was nothing. Hmm, nothing that would
Yeah,
get
I
me
don't really
illegally
go
arrested.
nowhere.
Step bros, you
Exactly.
you be okay with your parents having you on
Nope.
it? You wouldn't?
Nope.
Okay, so explain your reasoning or explain your answer.
I'm more of a private person, so
As a minor?
oh, as a minor, that's a
Yeah.
different story. I was always tracked. They tracked me through my pager.
But as a minor you're okay, but as an adult, no.
Yeah, as a adult, no.
What if they're like, we don't wanna like get in your business, we just wanna make sure you're safe.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I can
I mean, if
understand
they
to
want to
some.
know where I'm at, hey, I'll let you know. But you're not about to see my every move. I move in silence.
Ugh.
I can go with a lot of teachers their own on that statement.
Okay.
Because when I was much more younger, I probably would say I would want to be more recluse. But now, since I know who I am more so, I'm like, if someone wants to track my tail, go ahead and track it. They're just gonna be bored stiffless. Unless you come hang with me, then you say, hey, let's go do the questionable stuff that I want you to be tracked for. That's the only time you're gonna have it happen. Most times, I'm just like, I'm too tired with society that I'm actually like, I'm more happy right where I'm at. Sitting here talking with y'all, and actually to be shocked with y'all. I'm actually playing the game while talking with y'all at the same time. So uh, I'm pretty
Yep,
good where
same
I'm at.
here. What you playing?
Right now I'm playing Asphalt on the PS5.
Oh, you a
So if you
PlayStation
got a
guy.
PS, yeah. So if you got a PlayStation 5 and you look for Pony 9, that'll be me.
I still ain't. I got a PS5. I just haven't taken it out the box in the past 2 years. So
Hey, don't worry. I have an
I
Xbox
bought it,
S.
never touched it.
See, me, it's vice versa. I have an Xbox S. I touched it at the beginning when I first bought it, when they first came out. You know, I had fun with it, blah, blah. Then Microsoft wanted to drop my first account. So, No Man X, it's still an account that exists. I just can't gain access to it. So, I had to make a backup account for it. And then when I put the system to the side, they kicked me out of that and they're not letting me get back in that one. I have all the ways to get back in, and they're like, nope, we don't acknowledge you. So at this moment, my Xbox S is sitting in storage until I actually feel like going mess with Microsoft. Until then, my two accounts I have for it right now are locked, have me locked out.
Hmm. I haven't been on Destiny. I haven't been on the actual console Destiny in like a few days. I've been playing Destiny Rising on my phone lately. Oh, and if you do download Destiny Rising, just so you know, that game is 3 gigs.
Gotcha. So that means I have a lot of space.
Yeah, I got tons of space. I got the 256
Uh,
gig iPhone.
gotcha. I don't even know what kind of gig I have in mind. I just know I gotta start. I've been clearing it out for the last couple of months after I did. Well, here we go. When I started doing a lot of my recordings online, I kept them saved on my cell phone. And as time progressed, since I know I'm not going to go back to them because they're all raw footage I shot on to YouTube and stuff, I'll just go ahead and delete them. So the newest videos, I have them on a tablet and a portable. Well, I'm gonna move from the tablet to a portable hard drive for my laptop in the future, or in a couple more months, and I should have a lot more free up space for either one of the devices. I just been doing a lot of video recordings and I just haven't sat down and post them.
Mm.
Oh, they did an update on the vehicles in Destiny. Nice.
Hmm.
My
All right.
lowest character is 294. Oh, ooh, they got new gear.
Oh, sounds like you're gonna be busy.
Yup.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, they got the Taken. The
I
Taken
bet you could
knife
play Destiny
hunter
all
set.
day if you was able. If you was alive, you could, wouldn't you?
Yep, I did it one time.
Oh dear
Ah.
God. The last time I played a game 24 hours, less than so long ago. It was either Gran Turismo 4 when they had the Le Mans edition, or the Le Mans track where they had you run 24 hours, or God dang, what was it? Oh my God, I completely forgot that game. I played like almost 24 hours, and I got pissed off because the memory got fried on it. Ugh, that's the
All
worst
right.
thing you can do. Go ahead.
Oh no. So I got questions. So, would you rather be rich and single, or with the love of your life, but broke?
As much as I sound like a callous jerk, I'd rather be rich and single. Mm-mm.
Okay, I get that.
Mm.
Step bro, what about you?
Wait, what?
Would you rather be rich and single, or broke but with the love of your life?
Rich and single.
I knew you were going to agree with me. We high five each other right now.
Right.
I'm surprised. I'm
Like
just
no
very
hesitation.
surprised. I am so surprised. I could have swore you both were going to say broken with the love of your life.
Oh, they got
Girl,
the clone. They got the clone gear in Destiny.
Hmm.
From Star Wars.
oh, okay.
Yep. They had the Gundam
Yes, I remember that
gear.
one.
Yep. I still got mine for my Titan.
Lucky you. If I actually took time to get into it, I would have. But when I seen what the gear looked like, it kind of was like, yeah.
I
Then
thought
after
it
I
was pretty
missed it, it was
cool.
like,
I'll mix it
hey,
up with other gear.
sounds about like how everyone does when they get stuff. Because what was it this year? What's the thing that one of my friends I work with? He got me talked into it. Let me go. I'm not gonna zip out this book bag. I just ordered a deck case for it. I vowed I'd never get involved in card games unless someone found some reason to get me involved. And a friend of mine that works with me, he managed to get me finally into Magic the Gathering because of Sonic the Hedgehog. I wish he
Oh, you
never
ever
should.
played Sonic Frontiers?
Yes, I actually had that on the Switch.
Yep,
Not
I got
bad.
that.
I need to sit
How
down
long
one
did it
day.
take you to beat it?
That's the only problem. I haven't beat it. I started playing it, and
What?
then about halfway.
I beat that shit after 2 weeks.
Not bad, not bad. What happened for me is I started playing it, and my problem is this is where it is, always everything is. I started playing. Once I started playing, if something distracts me, and especially if it's a game where I had to put time into it, I take a step away from it, and then I had to return to it and then figure out where I was at. And that's why I'm like, with that, I'm going to either sit down since I got a PlayStation 5 and I can get it free now since I got the PlayStation, whatever the thing is called, and download on the system, or go back to the Switch and just dedicate time to actually focusing on it. And well, I probably won't take me long to beat it.
Hmm.
It's just dedication I got to put to it. Because a lot of
Okay.
people look at my racing collection, they're like game collection, they're like, all your race car events things are online. I'm like, that's because what happens, I sit there, since I know the routine, I just do the routine over and over. Next thing I know, bam, all the cars I want to collect are in there.
Okay.
But you were about to say something?
What's your stance on uh if a married couple with kids, like if if they're no longer happy together, do you think it's okay for them to divorce, or should they stay? Should they, stick it out for the child's sake, child or children?
Oh god, this is where it turns into a gauge game, and this is where I mean by gauge game. Okay, let's say they're unhappy, but it's like an unhappy where they can still coexist with each other. I'm like, okay, you think you want to do it, then go for it. But if it's one where it's starting to have animosity and hostilities are starting to flare, like arguments, possibly fist fights, divorce. I don't care, divorce. Ugh. Like I said, the first option, if they can coexist with each other in the same house without arguing and fighting, and it's just for the kids, okay, you can give it a shot. I'm not really for it because y'all both are unhappy, which means y'all not going to be faithful towards each other, of course, because you're no longer into each other being faithful. But if you can put the show on for the kids and it works, kind of, and you feel like it works, okay, because no one's hurt, no one's getting hurt, that's good. But when someone's getting hurt, like emotionally or physically, divorce. I don't care how hard you want to try to make it look good for the kids. The kids already see the bruises on mom or dad. Divorce.
Okay, step bro. Oh, I meant Destiny. Destiny.
Oh, that's good.
That's your name now, Destiny. So Destiny, what's your stance on it?
I mean, I already got paperwork, ready. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. You mean divorce papers?
I live a drama-free life. Okay.
So
See,
you agree that divorce is okay, or divorce or stick it out for the kids if you're unhappy? So
Hey,
divorce.
you got kids. They can. Hey, I'm getting 100%. I don't care what they say.
I'm talking about staying together or divorces. I ain't talking about no money or nothing.
Yeah,
No
it's more like
assets.
if you got kids and whatnot involved. Saying, hey, we got a divorce. I'm getting 100% over the kids.
No, what I mean, do you agree that it's okay to? The reason why I'm asking is because I seen this on Facebook. There was a
Mhm.
post about talking about let's normalize not. People are in the comments arguing, because people felt like, hey, if you're unhappy, you should, separate. And people are like, no, if you got kids, you need to stay together. 'Cause that's where the question came from.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
So do you think an unhappy couple should stay together for the kids or no?
No.
Okay. Dang. Destiny went for the money. Straight to the money.
well, I mean, he's
I
he's
got my
absolutely right. I
prenup,
agree with.
son.
I was gonna say I agree with him on that 100%. Even though I said my half statement about if they're not hurting each other, but long story short, I still don't think it's a smart idea for two people who are not into each other to stay in the same house because
It's
it's
not
still gonna be
healthy either.
animosity. It's just yeah, you can try to put on a show. That's the reason why I keep saying a show because
That's what
that's
it'll
basically
be.
what you're doing.
A
Yeah, exactly.
production. All right. So you have to choose one. Would you want to know when or how you're going to die?
How? I live
Wow, you
forever.
answered that easily. Wow. Okay.
See, that's a
Dang.
really tough question to even give an answer to because honestly, truthfully, I learned one lesson so far that having so many near-death experience. If you know when you're gonna die, it's not gonna you're not gonna be able to stop it. And if you know how you're gonna die, now you know how you're gonna die. But the question is, now you're gonna sit there with the rest of your time in existence wondering, so was it so if okay, I'll just give a worst case scenario. You're supposed to die in your sleep, but now you don't know when you're gonna die in your sleep. So every time you get ready to go to sleep, now you're like, is this my last time I'm going to sleep? So the rest of your existence, you're sitting there thinking each time you go to sleep or even take a nap, this is the last time I'm going to be alive. And you'll keep thinking about that until the actual day comes that you die. So it's kind of like, okay, so knowing how you die means I'm going to sit here for the rest of my life knowing at some point this is how I'm going to die, or some action I might do that I don't die by is going to get me killed. Whereas if you know when you're going to die, I mean, yeah, it's great now. Now you're sitting around trying to do a bucket list because now you know you're practically immortal. So if you want to go base jumping without a parachute, you're going to live, but you're going to be hurting for quite some time. Hmm.
So
I guess I'll go with when
when?
I'm going to die.
Okay.
The only reason
Huh.
why is because I can do all the crazy, stupid stuff and still suffer for it. But I know at some point I'm gonna get closer to that time. It's kind of like owning a car, knowing it's gonna break down.
It is a hard question. 'Cause I'm trying to think about my answer. I liked how you broke it down because
Hey, you don't
it's
like
just a
my
matter.
answer?
Well, he broke it down. You didn't break it down. You just hurry up and said, "Oh, just how?" Like you already knew. Like you already thought of this
Yep.
question before. Um,
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
I've got the eye that sees all of knowledge and everything.
But it's like if I know, like you said, if I know how, I'm gonna be worried. You know, like
Because you'll
you
be
said, like
thinking about every day.
everything that you're doing. You know, like is this gonna be what? Is this gonna be how? You know, like you
Mhm.
know. But then if it's when, but if it's when, then it's like you pretty much you're like, well,
You can do YOLO all
I
over
got this
again.
much time left. That's
Exactly.
scary. That's scary though. I
True,
mean,
but
either both of them are scary. It's just,
but
mm,
I just go with the concept of YOLO if I know when. Because if I know when I'm going to die, that means every stupid stunt I do from this point onwards, I am not going to die by it. I'll be extremely dangerous afterwards. Dude, you're driving the wrong way of the highway.
I
I know
think
I'm gonna
I think
die.
I'm just gonna say, ooh, oh, oh.
See, I can do all sorts of jackass accidents
Dang,
and
I
know
was
I'm not
about to
gonna
give an
die.
answer until you said that. Dang.
I can
So now,
bungee jump. The cord snap. That's all right. I've been in the hospital for a couple of weeks. Boom. Fear is no longer there. It's like it's the last days. That's when fear will slowly kick in. I can do daredevilish crap. No, I'm not gonna die.
but the problem with that is, what if they told you when, but it was like going like a year from now?
See, then I can start doing all my stupid stuff because I know I'm gonna die either which way.
Mm.
Because now the concept of fear of self-preservation is pretty much gone. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna die at the end of this year. All right, let's go do some stupid stuff that I would normally not do. And there's a lot of things I would say right now that I'm gonna keep it this level, so you won't have to worry about what's this place called, YouTube or whatever, trying to say, oh, we got a monetize, so we'll keep it like that. Because there's
Oh
a
God.
long list that is clean yet questionable. If someone told me I got a year left, I was like, so you mean I can do all the immoral, dumb, stupid things that I'd never done about doing because I thought that my life would be shortened, but now you're telling me my life is shortened. Gonna go do some of them. Now that anyone can question me, but I'm gonna sit there and say, well, guess what? What? Today we come here in the passing of this man who just died literally 2 hours ago. And they're like, God dang, he knew he was gonna die. I'm like, that's
Oh my
right.
goodness. Okay,
And
would
what
you
they say,
rather
can't
have?
speak
Go
ill
ahead.
about the dead. So that's the last thing. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So, would you rather have a job that's mentally draining or physically draining?
Physically draining.
That is a very tough question because I mean, physically drained, yes, your body's gonna be worn out, and your motor skills and them are gonna be kind of just shot out the window. Whereas physically draining, every day you come home, you're gonna need some kind of way to remotivate yourself instead of having yourself sitting there like, I hate my life, everything sucks. Since I have a job that, well, is physically and sometimes can somewhat be mentally when you have conversations with certain set people, uh, I'd go with physical more so than mental because most times when I deal with mental, it's a challenge of restraining myself not to be violent.
Dang. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know you got the person that really thinks all these questions before I fully give an answer.
So, I was talking to this one guy, and he was
Uh-huh.
saying that he was out at a bar, and this random woman was just touching him,
Oh God.
and he didn't have a problem with it. And he said, I don't think men have a problem with that. I'm like, yes, I think they would. I mean, depending on who it is. So
Well,
like,
since you, oh, keep
so the
going. I'm
question
gonna say my
is, if
heart.
you're at, you're fine. If you're at a bar and some random woman just comes over and just starts rubbing all over you, gonna have a problem with it, or are you just gonna just be okay and go with the flow?
For
I
me,
mean, it
if
depends where she rubbing.
And for me, I'm just going to be on guard and feeling a little like, what's going on? I mean, okay, now if you came to me when I just came out of high school and I was more naive, I'd probably like, yeah, I'm about to get lucky. But now that I got some years on me, the first thing going in my mind is, what are you on, honey? Are you too drunk? I think it's time for you to go home. And if she starts saying stuff like promiscuous, I'm gonna be like,
You gonna go
let
home
me
with her?
check. No, I'm gonna be like, no, no, hold on. This is the first thing I'm gonna do. First, checks to see if she's sober, see if she's not intoxicated or anything, because that can come back and backfire on me. And then after that, yeah, I'm still not gonna see. Now, younger me would probably be more risk taking. Older me is kind of like, what if I take her home and wake up and she tells me, guess what? You got something, and then takes off. I'm like, I don't know her name, what she gave me. Whereas younger version of me was like, I
Sorry,
got lucky.
I'm sorry. I never heard anyone doing that before. When
I
you
had
say got, when you say got something, do you mean they're telling you that you got an STD?
or something like that. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was younger and I was unfortunate, I got sent to an alternative school, and this was the first time I actually almost had a first girlfriend. This is a true story. She seemed cool and stuff. I thought she was all right. That was until I got back. It was like occupation or some stuff like that. So we had to go do work study stuff like that. We go to places to learn how to get more work study training. 1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I think let's see what I'm gonna make first. Super dirty. Super dirty.
So I
Hmm.
mean Destiny. Um.
Oh,
So
I'm back.
okay, go ahead. Okay.
Okay, now, like I said, when I got back to the school after doing our little work study project thing, instructors pulled me to the side and said, "Yo, you know this girl got more STDs than anybody in the school." I was like, "You're joking." Another one came told me that. I was like, "You're joking." Some more students in the classroom told me she had it. STDs. I was like, y'all joking. And then they had her down and let her confess that she had STDs. And I was like, so if we went farther, you're gonna probably need to tell me, hey, guess what? Well, after we got a little too physical, you're gonna have to go to the doctor to get checked up because you got some STD or STDs. I'm like, what the?
I'm sorry. I just never heard of anyone doing that before.
Oh,
You know, like just
I've seen people do that before,
outright be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you got multiple STDs."
pretty much. And you just see her
Oh
like,
God,
my life is ruined just because of one night stand. So,
that sounds
yeah.
like I don't know. That's like telling a man, a straight man. That's like I'm sorry, I'm not transphobic, but that's like a transsexual telling a straight man after after they've been messed around, didn't get far enough yet to know about the
Mm.
other parts. Saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm a man." You know, I don't know. It's like it just seems really
See,
risky. And the reason why I say that because it sounds risky. Like if you
well,
sit there and just do something with somebody, and then you tell them that you got multiple STDs, they probably gonna be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's
Well,
just
see, since we're talking about stuff like that happened some years back where someone ladies done that to some guys, and mentioned about the whole transgender thing, I've actually looked up articles where some transgenders that looked and were able to fully pass to look like a woman got with some of these guys and did not know they were transgender until after they did the deeds, since the guy never really was with a lot of women. He was with a woman until the next day when a transgender was able to tell him, "Oh, either way, I'm transgender." Either the guy had two options: either freak out and inadvertently hurt this transgender person, or get up and leave quietly, knowing forevermore. I hate saying this, but to some of the other guys who think that if another guy sleeps with another guy and not knowing that they slept with another guy, they're instantly, homophobic or whatever you want to call it. And that's what kind of hurts some of the guys. And that's why I tell a lot of people I know there are of those types. If I hear them about to say they're gonna mess with some guy that's straight and they don't know that they're transgender, I tell them, please don't do that. I care about you
yeah,
too
that's what I'm
much to see
saying.
you
It's
get hurt.
dangerous.
Exactly.
So
So
that's. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, so to my friends that they know who I am, I'm gonna keep an eye out for y'all. I don't care what you are, I don't care who you are, but if you're about to do something that's gonna get you possibly killed, I'm gonna tell you, please don't do it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, don't just mess with someone. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, you probably got like 2 or 3, maybe 4
Mm-mm.
STDs. So I don't know. It just seems dangerous. I don't know. I think that could
Mm-mm.
potentially. Well, I mean, in more ways than one. So Destiny. So random woman rubbing all over you at the bar. Let's just say it's your shoulders, your back, your stomach. You're like she's coming up behind you, rubbing your shoulders and your chest and stuff. Would that bother you?
Rubbing my chest. I mean, I've had a couple of women do that, especially I used to go to Walmart.
I'm just talking about random women
Oh, that
Mm-hmm.
could possibly happen.
It usually happens
rubbing
with
all
white
over you.
girls.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say this. It can happen. Trust me, I've seen it happen before. Almost gonna
So
have.
it
Yeah, it
doesn't.
I'm just
usually
gonna
only
say it
happens
almost
with
happened
white
to
girls,
me.
though.
So
Hmm.
it don't bother you.
No, not really.
I mean,
I
when
mean,
you're in
Okay.
a working
I get girls be
environment,
wanting to touch my head all the time
I'm just talking
interesting.
about like just
because
come up
I'm bald.
behind you and just rub all over you. You're saying that doesn't bother you.
I be like, hey, next time you touch me, you gonna owe me dinner and a movie.
Hey, that'll
Oh.
work. Hey,
Okay. What if
that
it
gets
was
them
somebody?
motivated not to do it again.
What if it was somebody that was nowhere near your type?
Mm, I probably would give them the stare. I probably won't say nothing because if I do, I'm gonna hurt their feelings. So
You care about hurting
yeah,
somebody's feelings? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
in a public
Look,
place,
you
I
seem
don't
like
like
you wouldn't
causing a
care.
scene.
They want to
In a
See, on that
cause.
public
note, I can
place,
see that
I don't
too.
like causing scenes.
Exactly. I wouldn't even want to do that either. That's why I'd be kind and friendly, but like, okay, and I kindly would probably take a few steps away from when the lady starts doing it, especially if it's not someone I'm interested in. And if they try to keep or encroaching on my area, then I'm gonna slowly start making my way out of the place that we're at.
Okay.
Now, here's the vice versa response I'm gonna give. If it's some lady that I find attractive, I'm totally into, but I don't know who she is, and since I don't know nothing about her, yeah, she might get a couple more minutes, but the same rules gonna start kicking in. Honey, I don't know who you are, so it's time for me to start scooting. Before all I know, as you rubbing on me, there's some guy will come around and say, "What are you doing with my woman?" And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go." I'm now in the middle of a situation that I could have easily avoided if I started walking away like I didn't know this woman.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's see. Um, what do you guys think about tipping?
I ain't tipping nothing. Ooh,
I
nah.
was raised okay. For me, I was raised on the concept to tip the people who work, and since I've worked as a delivery driver at one point, I can understand how tips work. I mean, yeah, in a restaurant they don't have to worry about a car and gas per se, but you never know what kind of crap's going on in their life when you get those tips. Because sometimes the tips are counted by the people who are working, their bosses, and sometimes they don't pay attention to the tips. Because when I was doing delivery driving, my boss only was concerned about the money that the pizzas cost and the stuff that people order, the pizza, wings, and sodas. Once I came back with the right amount for that, he could care less about my tips. And one time I walked out of there with like a good old solid brick of about $100+ that helped me for a week out of delivery driving.
So you believe in tipping?
Yeah, it can help people, especially in the right sectors of work. I'll definitely tip a delivery driver before I tip someone that works at a restaurant faster. Cause I
I'll
know they
tip.
don't. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
Okay, I was gonna say, because since, like I said, since I was a delivery driver for a short period of time one summer, um, I got a chance to experience the life of that, and that absolutely, I'm not gonna lie, it sucks to some extent. I mean,
I
you can
know it
like it,
does.
but it still sucks.
I I think it would completely suck. But yeah,
Mm.
I would tip a delivery driver or a waiter, but that's it.
Hmm.
I don't think anybody else, in my opinion, deserves. I ain't gonna say I'm not going to tip anybody else.
I got you.
Well, I take that back. I did tip the hair, when I had some of the hairdressers, I did tip them, but overall, I don't believe in, like, how you go everywhere you go, they're always asking if you want to tip.
Yeah.
Go like the Starbucks or Subway or just anywhere, and it asks if you want to tip, and it's like, well, for what? I
True.
don't-
Because
I
it's
mean,
not really going to the employee, it's going to the people who actually own the store more so.
like, I'm already paying for the merchandise. The only reason I believe the drivers need to get a tip is using their resources, and then with the
Mhm.
waiters and stuff, supposedly they work. I mean, I don't know, but but supposedly they work 4 tips. Like, they don't get a regular. They don't get minimum wage, right? Don't they get like
Mhm.
$200 an hour or something like that? So that's why, like, I would tip those people, but everyone else, no.
I get where you're coming from. And it's all our country. I think it's only our country that really focuses on stuff like that. Other
Yeah,
countries,
because I read other countries don't believe in that. So anything is insulting, which it should be here. Like, it should, to me, a tip should be something that you give because you want to, and just cause, not because you feel obligated. But this country's made it to where you're obligated to tip people.
well, here's the kicker since you brought that up. Our country, I hate saying it, but I'm going to be truthful. Our country values the dollar more than it actually values a person. And they say they value a person, but it's kind of really complicated. But I always keep telling people America values money a little bit more than they value life, as much as I
Oh,
hate to
well,
say it.
I agree wholeheartedly. Continue.
And that's when it comes to our waiters and those who do stuff like I call servants or doing service style, like delivery and so forth. They're like, well, since we got people who could give them tips, we don't really have to pay them money. And I'm like, dude, do you realize when you say that, now you're making the customer feel like they're obligated because if they don't do what they
Mhm.
do, that person who's doing this job is not going to be able to compete, keep doing the job because they're going to be basically out of cash and they're going to be sitting there strapped. I
Yeah.
found out later on there was some workarounds as a delivery driver. You don't have the currency and money where you work with other fellow drivers and people that work there to get money, swapped around and stuff to keep your day going. But long story short, it sucks.
Oh, it does. I agree, especially when you have to pull it.
Yes. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I was a delivery driver, some of the tip money, whew, if I didn't have that tip money, I would have been so screwed. Ugh.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to Okay, what is your love language?
All right, I'll
Whips
let
and
Destiny go.
chains.
What?
Whips and chains.
Wait, hold on. No, Destiny, no. Hold up. Wait a minute.
You should have made that
You
more
gotta think about that.
Yeah, I
clarified.
know. Dang, man. Okay, hold on. Wait a
You
second.
gotta clarify that, okay?
I'm going to
There's a
clarify it now,
million things
sir.
in
I'm
the
going to
sky.
clarify it because I'm just saying there's 5. There's words of affirmation.
Uh-huh.
You got quality time.
Mm-hmm.
The third one's receiving gifts. I guess this will be yours, Destiny. Physical touch. And then the last one is acts of service.
I would say quality time for me.
Okay.
Yep.
Mine's acts of service. What'd you say, Destiny?
Acts of service. You mean like take out the trash?
Well, not well. You could say that, but I'm talking about just doing things for somebody.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that logic. The same
Mine's
reason why
quality
I
time and touch.
Mine's acts of service because no one's going to think about it. No one's going to go out their way for you. They don't care about you. If someone really cares about you, they'll go out their way.
when you put it in that terms, I can understand. But the reason why I say quality time is because that's also added in there. Because if I don't care about you, I won't sit down and talk with
And
you.
make
I won't
time
hang with
for
you.
you.
Yeah,
That's
it
true.
makes time to do
That's
stuff.
true. See, words of affirmation. I'm used to people telling me lies. So that doesn't mean too much.
That's actually a two-edged sword when she say that one, because affirmation, like you said, they could be telling you a lie, could be telling you the truth, and after a while, you can't tell what they're saying anymore.
Exactly. That's why I don't trust that one. The receiving gifts, that's nice too, but
It can get dark.
yeah, it's like you give me a gift because you want to be nice. You give me a gift because you feel guilty about something.
Or you're trying to figure out how you can work your way into something that you think you will be able to get to by giving me gifts.
I guess physical touch. My thing is, who's not going to try it? Especially if you're a woman and it's a man trying to touch you. He might just be touching you because he's trying to get something out the deal.
Well,
And
that's
it,
going back
that
to the
that
same thing
that,
with
is,
presents.
that doesn't mean he cares about me. You know what I mean? So, but the
Yeah,
acts of service, like I said, acts of service. No one's going to do anything nice. No one's going to like go out their way for you if they don't care. There's no faking that. Like, I mean,
yeah.
let's say they're paying like they're paying a bill,
Uh-huh.
or I don't know, taking you out to eat and paying. I mean, I guess that's like receiving gifts too. But I'm just saying, just anything, doing something nice for you
Mm-hmm.
that and they don't get nothing out of it. You know what I mean? Like they're just
Exactly.
doing something nice for you, doing something to help you out, or just doing something to make you feel special. Um, doing it because they care about you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But so that's for me is the acts of service.
And see, when you say that, that's why I add act of service with quality time, because to me, act of service is
Mm-hmm.
quality time that I'm giving for
Yep.
my friends and those I care
Yep.
about.
Yep.
And they're like, that's interesting how you call it quality time, because I'm talking with you, I'm interacting, I'm taking time out of my life to do something for you instead of just, ignoring you.
Are you telling us that you're in love with us, No Man X? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Funny. I would say more like you're in a circle of my friend ring. Because I tell everyone that's another thing I got. I have a ring, I call it defense. In other words, emotionally. People that are on the outer side, they know they're on the outer side. Once they start getting through layers of my defense, then they start meeting different parts start meeting more of who I really am. When they meet the real me, they're like, dude, you're chilled and you're the most sarcastic son of a. I'm like, I know I am sarcastic. I've always been sarcastic. It's just I choose not to open my mouth to be sarcastic around everyone because I can tend to offend or it can cause hostilities to happen. And if I'm not sure you can handle my mouth, I don't want to piss you off or have you sitting over in a corner crying because you think I'm being a jerk. I'm not being a jerk. I just have a smart mouth, and my smart mouth is in a form of words of, even though it doesn't say affirmation and feeling good, even though I say sarcastic lines and I might be sound like a jerk, the words to those who understand me understand that you have to, it's like code words. So you had to translate my sarcasm to realize he's not being a jerk to them. He's just saying that because it's his form of showing that he cares about said person. And I'm like, yes, that's how it is. My
I
nephew
mean, I
even
get
knows that.
that. I get that because that's basically if they know you. They know how
Yeah.
you are. So
Mm-hmm.
they know, like, they know what you really mean by it when you say certain things.
Exactly. And I had to get a few family members who, when they find out about that, they're like, okay. I'm like, once you get used to it, you realize, okay, he means no harm here. I'm like, exactly. Because I live by my aunt's saying when she was alive, and that's if you're family or friends and you're close enough, you don't hate, you just love. And so I just love and I care about people more so. It's just as you get closer to me, you get to find out who I really am. Whereas when you first get to meet me, when you enter my ring, it's like, oh, he seems nice hearted. I'm like, that's who I am. I'm very cautious but nice hearted. And then you get farther in, you realize he's nice, but he's also been hurt in the past. I could tell. I'm like, exactly. That's why I have this ring of protection, I call it. Because when you get closer, you're getting closer to my lesser guard personality. And when that comes out, you're like, oh, shoot. I'm like,
Yeah,
yes,
put the damn ring back around. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you're
Oh
good.
man.
But yeah, that's how I
Uh,
operate. I've been operating like this for, I don't even want to mention how many years. When I was younger, I didn't have this existence until a certain incident happened in high school when I got told, since you're a big black guy, people in the world is not going to look at you like the person you think you see yourself as. And when I said that told me so many times, I was like, okay, that's it. I need a form and personality is for the public, so the public doesn't feel uncomfortable. And then for those who get close to me, this is who I am really. Yeah, I'm big. I'm all that stuff they say, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm just a jolly giant that just loves and just likes sitting back and chilling with friends and having a good time.
Oh, Destiny, what was yours? Yours was what was yours of Destiny?
I think it was
Your love
quality
language.
time and whips and chain. Touch
Wait. Quality time. What's the other one?
and touch.
Physical touch. Okay.
Physical touch.
Damn. We're gonna look. Your names are gonna be Destiny and Whips and Chains. Yo, Whips and Chains. What's up? I don't know if I say that. They probably be like, "Ooh, what he got going on?"
Right, yeah, they're gonna, of course, be someone curious and wants to nose into that.
Okay, so, mm, I'm trying to
Damn it!
look.
I think I messed up my damn cast iron pan. How do you make the cast iron pan black again?
Say what?
How do you make the cast iron pan black again? I think I messed it up. I'm gonna get into this.
You
You
took
know,
the black off of it?
that's interesting because now I gotta
So
think, what
what?
is it that's on a cast iron?
So what happened was
You let it boil too
I was
long or cook too long?
I thought I turned the fucking oven off last night and woke up and it was a little warm in the kitchen.
Oh,
And I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I'm fucking around. When I turned it off, it was next to the off, but it was sitting on the high. So yeah, think about it. I was asleep all night last night. And wake up to about I want to say about 4 o'clock this morning.
is it
And
rusted?
that
Is it
shit was
brown?
it was brown when I got back home, but I washed it and whatnot. I just used a what's the name thing and cleaned it out just now. It's back to black. I mean, it's not complete black, but you can tell the coating is off.
Mm.
Right now, I'm looking
But
online. So far, it's just showing me how to get black stuff that's inside a cast iron out.
yeah, the black, like how it has that black. It's like I burnt off the coating or whatnot. You know what I mean? Maybe
Mm.
it's something about seasoning it.
Possibly. I just thought that when they were black cast on it, that it was literally somehow they mixed it in with the alloy to make it black. Well, now you got me over here on
Yeah,
an educational trip.
yeah. I'm probably gonna look that shit up later. I got frying pan spray, paint spray, but I don't know if I can spray it on here.
You
I
said
do a lot of painting.
frying pan paint spray?
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
for heat and cook.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yes. Very.
I know there's
I
high
think
temperature paints that exist, but I didn't know they had paint dedicated to frying pans out there on the
Me
market.
neither. Let's see.
Cast iron pan black residue, black cast iron stove grate.
So
Okay,
something that, oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, I'm actually doing a search. My bad.
So
Online.
another interesting topic came up. Somebody said that crushes that they had when they were a teenager.
Oh God.
Like I think this person had like a doll of an anime doll of that
Uh-huh.
crush they had, and they said that when they turned 18, they threw it away because they felt like it was inappropriate to crush on a character that was underage, even though at the time that they had the crush on the character, they were underage, but they are, hold on a sec, but they are, they're an adult now, so they feel like it was inappropriate to still be crushing on an underage character. What are your thoughts on that?
Destiny, go first. I have a long one, so go ahead.
Wait, what was the question? I just got back.
So,
I
how
had
do
a
you
call and
feel?
it kicked me.
Oh, how do you feel about? Okay, when you were a minor, did you have crushes on other minors, like characters that were also minors?
Wait, what? So read that again.
Okay, when you were a minor or underage, did you have crushes on characters that were also underage?
Like characters?
Yeah, like anime or I mean, just video
Nah,
game
not
character.
really. Not really.
Okay,
I
so
wasn't
what?
really into like certain characters when I was
So what
growing up.
happened was, someone said that when they were 18, they threw away this doll of a character that they had a crush on when they were underage because they felt like it was inappropriate.
Hmm. Nah, I don't think my mind was in that area back then.
Do you think so? What are your thoughts on someone being? Do you think it's wrong for someone to still crush on a underage character, even though when they first
Like
started
a
crushing on
like a
that
like
character?
an anime character?
Well, just
Yeah.
any character. It could be
Oh.
video game, anime.
I mean, everybody has their own what's the name, so it's like whatever floats your boat. Now
I'm trying.
if you watch Sailor Moon and you see the little baby Sailor Moon or the
You're
sister
talking
or
about
whatever,
Chibbity Moon.
yeah, Chibbity, that's a little suspect.
I can't argue
Okay,
with him if you're crushing on the Chibbity Moon as a teenager. Yes, that is questionable. But here's the
And,
catch-22 with Chibbity Moon. Chibbity Moon is technically. Oh god, here we go. This is where it gets me in my
yeah, she's
head.
actually like what
is she an old
2,000 years
lolly?
old.
Is that what you're about to say? Is she an old lolly?
No, she's from the future, coming back to the past, which means in theory, she does and does not exist. So you're crushing on a human being that does not exist unless you go into the future. When you go into the future, then she theoretically exists, but in reality, she went into the past where she does not exist, and now is existing in a past that she should not exist in, but is existing in.
She's still a kid. Anyway. Dang. Okay, well, let's not go
Well,
that
technically, she don't
young.
have an age. That's the problem. So even
Technically,
though she looks like a kid, her age would be like negative. I would see. I think it was like 1,000 years. So she's a negative 1,000 years old. Okay.
That's even worse. So not even a baby.
it's like some cats be up there talking about Pan from from Dragon Ball GT. I'm like, bro, that's a whole child right there.
you
I
said
don't
Dragon
Wait,
care if
Ball.
the
which
Wait,
character
wait,
character
wait,
from
wait,
ain't even
wait.
GT?
real.
What? Whoa, whoa,
What
whoa.
character
Wait,
from
Pan.
what?
GT?
Gohan's daughter, Pan.
Oh,
For
Pan.
what? Paying for
Oh
what
God,
though?
no, no, yes, yeah. That's
Yeah,
that.
I'm
That's
like,
even
bro,
questionable.
like that's super questionable because even she even plays a what they call them nowadays, adolescent characters.
Oh, Lottie.
No, Pan.
That's what I'm saying. She plays like a Lottie.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think anybody who
Y'all
likes
step back
Pilates,
on
they're
that.
they're very questionable because you're now making me feel some questions. Now, if you're like, okay, I'll give you a best case scenario for them to get away with murder with me. Let's say there's a personality trait in anime and they like all the ladies that have the same personality, and all of a sudden there's a Lottie character that has the same personality. So they have a long list of the same ladies that are all of legal age and it's a Lottie. I'm like, you're kind of making me squeamish. Oh god. There's another scenario. This is a very good one. There's a YouTuber I just stumbled over this year. I forget the name of the person, but when you see this guy dressed up as a lady at first, the first time you see him, if you're not thinking he's dressed up, you looking on there, just the way the camera is positioned, everything, how he talks, you think, oh, it's a girl. It's a girl. Then he switches over to his masculine voice when people get sued into thinking that he is a girl, but in fact isn't. And for the longest, a lot of people, including me, are like, okay, are you straight just dressing in drag just to go around and troll people who usually being, what's the word I'm looking for? Sexist towards women saying stuff that they would normally not say to a male. or are you really in the culture of drag? And then some people are asking, is he really gay or not? And then he's come out and say he isn't. And then later on, he comes out with an OnlyFans this year that's making us more question. Dude, we understand you making a business with this character and you're getting a lot of fame and notoriety because of this character you made. But you're really, really starting to make us scroll on the question, are you gay? No offense. And this is going back to the Lottie situation. If it's one character, I'm kind of squeamish. But if it's like a long list of normal character ladies at legal age, and then he starts getting a long list of Lotties, that's when I'm like, okay, dude, we need to sit down and talk. But if it's one, I'm kind of like,
So what if?
Mm.
So let's go back to Pan. So
Okay.
Pan is like what, maybe 12 or 10 or whatever, or
Yeah,
just
somewhere
Say
around there.
Pain.
preteen.
Pan.
So what if when GT came out,
Uh-huh.
you were 10 or 12 and you had a crush on Pan?
Oh, that's really fine.
But but what about now? Let's say you was 10 or 12 when GT came out. But when did GT come out, by the way?
That came out in the late 90s.
90s, for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow. But think about it. Someone that was 10 or 12 in the late 90s, now they'll be a full-grown adult.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the crush on her then. So what do you say
Okay.
about them? What do you say about them still having the crush on her?
Okay,
Like,
since you didn't hold your brakes, because now officially you got me triggered because I was going to Destiny finish. So I gotta introduce you to another game, a game called Dead or Alive. Everyone's like, why would you
oh
bring Dead or
my
Alive?
gosh.
That game is crazy.
No, here's the kicker. See, in America, they made them all legal age. But if you go to Japan, they are all the ladies are under
14.
freaking age. No, they're around like 15, 16 years old or so.
Yep.
So when I officially played the game, I was more younger than the girls were in. I had a crush on a few of them. My logic is the same rule that I'm about to use with Pan. If you're 10 years old, now, this is where it gets weird. Because this is when you okay, this is where I'm going to give away another anime rule. There's a rule out there called Rule 34. So, we're going Lottie. Let's say you still like the character Pan. What you would do is you would go find people who made Pan chronically age up to the age she should be if she was aging with you. Now, if you could deal with that character, you like the personality, but you want to have her older age version, awesome. But if you were like still going back to the Pan as a kid and you were like aroused by her, we need to talk. It's the same concept with Dead or Alive. If you like the characters, but you're actually taking with you from that point of your age and you're aging them up to you. For instance, I'll use Kasumi from Dead or Alive. I think she's 16, forever 16. When I first seen her, when that was like 95, I'm like, okay, so you were 16 then, so that's 16, 95, 97. And they get a calculator in front of me.
I was like,
They'll
shit,
probably-
most of the damn anime characters are like either 16 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Like
but
like
you,
Mikasa off of fucking Attack on Titan. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking like 15, 16 years old.
exactly. But if you chronologically age them with you at the time you seen them, and then you go with the art style, how they can look older, I'm with you on that. It's the problem if
Yeah.
you continue wanting to keep them at the age that you first seen them. That I'm like,
Right.
okay, is it the age or is it the character? Because now, son or whoever you are, you're starting to get me concerned. For instance, for me, I've already mentally aged all the Dead or Alive ladies from the points I've seen them to where I think they would be now chronologically in my mind. So for me, Kasumi is not whatever. I think it's Temako makes it. Says she's 16. She's like, oh my god, now this is why I get a freaking calculator because now you got me over doing mathematics and stuff. So
Like
hold
Toka
on.
and Ken Kaneki of Tokyo Ghoul. They were really young and they got married and they had kids.
Yep. It's traded by
They was like
1995.
they was
So
like 15
plus
and 16.
16. Holy crap! Kasumi's only 65 years older than me right now. Sweet. She's 46. Kasumi is 46 right now. Sweet.
Nice.
See, that's what I do with some of the characters I grew up that I had a liking to. I can't remember.
That. I like how you said. I like that you aged them up. I never heard of no one doing that. That sounds good.
You didn't know that?
I'm talking about never thought of anyone like doing that, like like aging up a character to
Oh yeah, that's what I do with all
They
my
do that
character
with
crushes.
Nami.
That
you did it with
yeah,
what?
Nami from One Piece.
Oh,
yeah, that's what a lot of us guys tend to do with some of the characters we crush on. We don't look at the age that you see them in the book. When we first get introduced, we kind of age them as they get to a certain age. Then we can then start, having more feelings for them. But if we say, for instance, if I see a character, she's what 16 now. I know it sounds weird, it sounds crazy. I'm not gonna be crushing on her. I'll be thinking she's just cool. And once she gets past the legal age, I'm like, in my mind, she's a little more attractive. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm totally in love with her because now she's 20. But I'm gonna feel a little bit more better in my mind because she's now more legal than she is illegal in my head. It's weird, but that's how it works for me.
okay. So, would you rather in a relationship? Would you rather be the one that's busted with somebody that's good looking, or would you rather be the one that's good looking with someone that's busted? Wait. I take that back. I take it back. Who would you rather be the better looking one in a relationship, you or her?
I unfortunately, as shocking as it might sound, because there is an actual report out there, and I agree with it. Because when I was in my early 20s and stuff, I used to think about the looks, but now it's no longer the looks. If her heart is good, and I can have forgive my French, one hell of a good time with her, and we just enjoy each other's company, I don't care what she looks like. Yes.
So, like, I mean, like, whenever you're walking, would you rather people say, "What is he doing with her?" or would you rather people say, "What is she doing with him?"
See, here's the problem once again. I no longer care what people think. So if they think she looks busted, congratulations. I still having a good time with the woman I'm with. If they think she's good looking and they think I'm busted, she's so into me, I'm in so to her, that we look at them like, huh? What? Okay, cool, whatever. Anyways, what were you talking about? I was talking about this. Okay, let's go do that. And they're like, y'all don't. I'm like, because that's the statement. If you can find the person that makes you happy and you have no real drama issues and everything's going smoothly, bunk what everyone else is thinking, bunk what everyone else is feeling. If you're happy, do it. That's why I tell a lot of people when they're happy and they're like, well, he or she, I'm like, are you focused on the look or are you focused on how they make you feel? They're like, well, I never looked at it the way it feeling. I'm like, then look at it for feelings because I hate to tell you this. Some of the guys and some of the ladies, they find someone that they think is absolutely hot looking. And all it takes one facial or body destruction accident to make them have to rethink the relationship. Was it because of their outer appearance or was it because of who they are inside? And that's what I tell everybody. You need to look for the person's personality inside. If their personality inside matches you, you're good. Because heaven forbid a cheese grater hits them in the face and destroys their face, or heaven forbid something super hot takes out their arm or leg and deforms them horrendously. Is it because you were there because of how they look? If it is, guess what? Since their look is gone, it's gonna make it hard. But if it's their personality, who cares?
Oh, what about you, Destiny?
Um, hmm.
Would you rather people look at y'all and be like, "What is she doing with him?" Or would you rather people look at y'all and be like, "What is he doing with her?"
I mean, most of the time I get that anyway because I only got like five teeth.
Well, what would you rather have?
I rather had the rather her had the good looks.
Huh?
Oh, we off that question already?
No, wait, no. What? Okay, would you rather be the one? Okay, in a relationship, would you rather people look at you and say, "What is she doing with him?" Or would you rather people look at you and be like, "What is he doing with her?" I'll put it this way: would you rather be the better one, better looking one in a relationship? Would you rather her be the better looking one in a relationship?
I'd rather her be the better one looking. I
Okay,
mean,
so you rather her be the
I mean,
prize.
yeah,
You rather her be the prize and not you.
yep.
Okay, okay. I think most men would rather the woman be the prize. For one, you guys can brag. You guys like to brag, especially when you got like a hot girl. You know how you guys are.
Well, yeah, when you put
What?
it in that terms, yes, some guys tend to do that. Unfortunately, I just put it bluntly. I've been around a lot of hot girls, and I've seen some of the hot girl personalities. And I hate to say it, some of them are like how can I say it? You know
Trash.
those posters, well,
Sorry,
yeah, you
go
can
ahead.
say that, trash, or like those posters you see, those like those life-size posters of people. It's like they look beautiful, but that's basically it. And you talk with them, it's kind of like now I've lost interest, and I've done that a lot with so many ladies that were beautiful. I'm like, she's so beautiful, and I start talking with her. It's like, yeah. But I talked with some ladies that weren't always up on the top tier of beauty. And dear God, I've had long conversations with them. Now, am I shooting at every woman's beauty? No. There are some fat, beautiful ladies out there that are beautiful, but I just don't ever see myself connecting with them like that romantically. And some ladies are like, huh? I'm like, yeah, there's been a long list of ladies I thought were cool to talk with. Some I had, okay, I'm giving you my favorite story. At my job a long time ago, there was a lady that was dead gorgeous that every guy wanted to get her number. When I interacted with her, she's thinking she's probably to this very day if I was running into her, she'll still think I'm trying to get with her. I'm looking at her and I was like, girl, your personality is kind of cool. I don't ever want to date you. Yes, you got stuff to make guys go, wow. But it's not wowing me because personality wise, we ain't never gonna click.
Mm.
And so that's kind of how I look at the beauty. It's like, okay, she could be beautiful. If she wants to go out with me, okay, sure. If we aren't clicking, it's not going to last very long. But I mean, I
Well,
wouldn't mind having a beautiful lady on my arm for a couple months or so. It's just, after a while, it's kind of like owning a supercar or something. You own a supercar, it's awesome. Everyone's looking at you. Some people are envious because I actually had this happen to me a few times. Matter of fact, there was another girl I was being friends with and I didn't realize how many guys are looking at me, thinking that me and her were a couple. I'm looking at them like jokers. I look at her as my little sister more so than anything else. And when they realized that, they were like, "Oh," psh. But when most of the time they were looking at me like, "How did he get her? How did he bag her?" I'm looking at them like, "No offense, she's pretty looking and stuff, but I think most of you guys, if you're determined enough, one of y'all might get her." And when they find out that stuff, they're like, free for all. I'm just sitting there watching them pile up on her. I'm just like, I just
just
sitting there just
picture
shaking my
them
head.
diving and
And,
jumping on her, trying to claim
well,
her. They,
yeah,
I know they
we had
did.
so many words. That's what some of them were doing. I was just sitting there
Oh my
like,
god.
whatever. I just move on. And of course, she'll come and say, dude, why did you let that happen? Because all of them are looking at me trying to think about how they can make me look stupid. When they finally got a chance to almost engage me, they find out, y'all two ain't a couple? I'm like, yeah, we're not a couple. They're like, what does she see you like? I see her like she's my little sister. Oh, really? Can you give me? No, I'm not giving you pointers on how to get her. You're gonna have to get her the old-fashioned way. Then I was like, God, I'm like, what? I ain't gonna be the one she's gonna be yelling at because you somehow used me as an advantage, and then you somehow screw her over, mess her up, and now she's pissed off, and now she's pissed off, not only just at you, but me now. Screw that. Ugh. I've actually had some ladies I was friends with when some guy tried that with me, and I said something. The next thing I know, they came back and they were pissed off at me more so than the guy that was attempting. So I like, never again, never again. But that's my standing points.
Give me one sec. Hold on.
No problem.
Really?
Dang. The
All right, I'm back.
fudge.
What were we even talking about?
We're
We
talking
talking
about
about looking. I'd rather be the one that looks good, because when it comes to men, a real good looking man, none of them ever care about women. So I don't want no real good looking man. I just want to be someone I'm attracted to, but he don't got to be like hot.
I get where you're coming from.
Now I'd rather be. I'm vain, so I want to be the better looking one in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship where people are like, "What is he doing with her?"
Oh, you gotta be the better looking one.
Because I just said it. I'm vain, and I don't want to be in a relationship where people are
Hey.
looking at him and being like, "What is he doing with her?" I don't want that. I'm a woman. You don't want your man to look better than you if you're a woman. See, men want their women to look better than them because they have brag, then they can brag. I'm talking about generally
I'm
speaking.
not.
I don't mean like like every single man. But I'm talking about men like the hot women. It makes them look good. It doesn't make a woman look good if she has a hot man. It makes her look like, oh yeah, she's taking care of him. That's what it makes us look like.
Okay.
See, it makes a man look good, but it doesn't make a woman look good.
Okay, since we're talking about that, see, my concept when I see ladies trying to get involved with a guy, if they get with a good looking guy, I hate saying this, but it feels like the Tyrone and whatever name they usually say, those guys who tend to get all the ladies and undivided attention. I had a few guys I was friends with that they could walk into a room and they can instantly get every woman's attention. Man, in fact, when I was going to high school, one of the guys I was friends with, every lady that I ever liked, they always came to me saying, hey, had you seen him? Had you seen him? And most of the friendship with some of those ladies was because they were trying to get with him, but they weren't able to get his undivided attention. And
So
I
they're
just sit
trying
there,
to use you to get to him. Oh,
yes.
uh-huh.
And then after that, after a while, I'm just like, okay, for some ladies, I can understand why they want to mess with those kind of guys because they tend to have more than you on their mind. They might have other ladies trying to actively pursue them. That's how I look at it. And that's the kind of same thing I look at with hot looking ladies. It's like you got a lot of guys you can choose from. So you're with me. Now the question is, are you really with me or are you just using me? Which in fact, some lady a long time ago was going to tend to do that with me until I realized and I was like, no, you take care. And I moved on.
That's what I'm saying. A guy that's really attractive, I have a thing where you either have social beauty or unique beauty. I say it like that because people don't like being called average. They get offended. So you either have unique beauty or you have social beauty. Social beauty is you're that person that most people want. So I would rather be with someone that has unique beauty because people who have, especially guys, the ones that have social beauty, like
Mhm.
they have so many women coming after them that's going to be hard for them to turn them all down. Like
Exactly.
it's be easier for them to cheat on you, and they'd be
Yeah,
more willing to cheat on you because they just got so many people that just want them. So I
exactly.
don't want to be with someone like that anyway. You know, it's where you got to sit there and worry about them on a regular basis because people are just you know fighting each other trying to get to him.
Exactly. And that's kind of the reason why I'm the way I am. Like see, when I was younger, yes, the outer beauty once used to get me, but now it's the personal beauty inside them that gets me.
And that makes sense.
And that's why I tell people I look more side internal beauty. And if I learn their internal beauty matches what I like, oh, I ain't letting them go. They staying with me for life. They're never gonna forget who I am because they earned it. And they're like, wow, I didn't even know that. I'm like, that's why I tell a lot. I'll put it in this term. There's some ladies I know in my life right now. Some of them think that they're not exactly 100% beautiful. I'm like, girl, quit thinking about your outer appearance. Think about what's underneath that appearance because what's underneath that appearance is what's way, way more attractive. And they're just like, really? I'm like, yeah. Uh, I always tell some of them, I hate to say it, it's like me and many other guys who went out there pursuit, try to find love. When we went for the most beautiful ones, it was like being Icarus trying to go towards the sun. As hard as we tried, we got our wings melted and we free fall straight to the ground. But we became more realistic and we look for what's underneath the beauty. We tend to get a little bit more success rate. That's what I
Yeah.
tell some of the younger guys. I'm like, don't go look at the outer beauty. Look at what's underneath. Because when you look at what's underneath, you might actually like what's underneath more so than what's on the outside. And that's where I stand with the whole beauty. That's where I stand with the whole beauty concept.
Okay. So, I got my last question for the night. Would you be willing to date a set of twins?
Clarify that. Do you mean one of the twins or both of the twins?
Both.
To put that in
I'll
perspective, I actually have.
Huh?
go ahead. I want to hear him go first because I don't think you want to hear my response.
I actually have dated twins before.
You have?
Not together, but after another.
No. I mean together.
Oh, together?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was kind of together. They both knew.
No, I'm talking about a full-fledged, like they're both claiming you and you're claiming both of them at the same time.
And there was some times when I was with one of them, the other twin would be like, he's still my man, stuff like that. But stuff.
Man, no, it's not the same. Not the same, man. So listen, let's say
But if I had the opportunity, I would date both of them at the same
you
time.
would. So it's a yes for you.
Yep, and I know they'd be down with it.
See, I can't even shoot him down because I would take the shot too. Because I mean, you're telling me I'm gonna have twins, two ladies that have very similar personalities. So at least if I know how one operates, it's just a little modification on the other one. And plus, they're both dating me at the same time. The only problem I really see is the family one that kill me afterwards. But that's about it.
I can't see you doing that. You seem like you want a personal relationship
That is true, but you
with
just
you and a woman.
well,
One
true, but like
person.
yes, but you just said twins. And one thing I learned about being friends with a lot of twins is basically almost the same personality, just with a small tweak here and there. So it's literally me dating one person that's literally two people that are one person.
I
It
can't
sounds weird.
believe you know, man, X. I can see Destiny over there doing that. But
That's why I
not
said my
you.
response was going to be wild because, I mean, long story short, I've been friends with a lot of twins. And after a while being friends with so many of them, especially ladies or guys, you realize that they're very much the same. And then once in a while, one of them might try to deviate from the other one because they're getting tired of being looked at as the same person. So that's the only time it gets interesting. But most times, they're so similar that it's like literally dating the same person. That's why I
You don't
said my
worry about
response.
calling one the other's name.
Here's the kicker. They're so used to people mistakenly calling them one or the other that they probably gonna be like, okay, we already know you're gonna screw up, okay? Because for
Okay.
example, I'll use for example myself. My legal name I'm not gonna shout out here, but there's another person that has a legal name with me right now where I work at. So when management shouts out his name, we both respond, and they look and I'm like, oh god, which one was I trying to get? And the manager's gonna forget their little jingle to use for us because they don't like to use my nickname. No, it's not. I don't hear anybody. You're thinking I'm showing, but anyways, back to the key point. I just go back to the twin scenario because, like I said, I've been friends with a lot of twins, and there was times I said the other twins named the wrong time, the other one's twin named the other way. And long story short, they got used to knowing how to screw up that, especially if they decide to switch. Let's say they start dressing the same, and then all of a sudden, like one starts dressing the extreme, the other one doesn't. That's I can help me tell a difference between the two. But if they return back to normal dressing the same, they're expecting me to screw up at that point. because I've had them do that to me a couple times. A couple of twins I was
Okay.
friends with.
So what happens if, let's just say their names are Jessica and Rebecca?
Uh-huh.
What if you're always calling Rebecca Jessica, but you never call Jessica Rebecca, but it's always you screwing up only one of their names?
Oh my. Okay, you don't want to see what I just saw online, but anyways, back to the key point. With that, someone did some CGI work that you don't want to see.
And then it'd
But
be like, oh, so you always call me her name, but you never slip up with her though. But it's always with me you slipping up. So like, what do
see,
you into
since
her
we're
more? I
no,
mean,
no, no,
what's
no, 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 no. Since you brought it up, here we go. Back to a true story. Once I kept screwing up one person, one of the two twins' names, they aren't getting mad at me. It's just after a while since I was doing that, that's when one started dressing different than the other one started dressing, kept dressing the other way. And that's when the other one wanted to try to be more of a rebel than the other one was and try to stick out more. I'm like, oh, okay. But if they both look the same, dressed the same, then of course it's going to be challenging for that statement. If she gets that way, she's probably going to start changing her outfit and stuff because she realizes it's not just only me that's screwing her name up. It's also other people who know her because, like I said, I actually got twins in my family, and they tried doing the same stunt where they try to have one try to disassociate the other one. But long story short, I know they're twins. I'm not gonna say, of course, I'm not gonna say the name on here, but uh, I know who they are. They know who I am. They know I, from time to time, as their own cousin, will once in a blue moon screw up their names because if they dress the same, I'm gonna screw it up. But if they start switching it up a little bit with their outfits, I start slowly narrowing down who's who. I'm like, okay, your name is this, your name is that. Okay, cool, cool. You got married, you're not married. Awesome.
what about the
And then,
bedroom then?
I want to give you one more for fun. Okay, this is a true story in my family. Two cousins married another two cousins. Now you got to figure out who's married to who and who is married to who and say the name right to who's married to who.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
But no, but what about the bedroom then?
The bedroom, man. What are you talking about? At that point, let me recite something very calmly. Since it's two twins and they're pretty much going to be going to bed with you at the same time, we're probably going to come up with nicknames and not use our own names.
I don't mean the names. I'm talking about just would you be okay with that?
Two
The
ladies in bed with me at once, and they're both the same. They both are into me. Okay, that's a win-win situation. But once again, I
okay.
know the families will want to kill me regardless, including my side would probably
What
want to kill
happened to
me.
the intimacy and the whole
What are you talking about? That
personality?
is intimacy. We're both being
I mean,
intimate.
okay, I mean, the whole what's inside and all that stuff, and the connection with that one person. So you be
Girl,
okay
what
having
you talking
sex
about? I'll be
with
deeply
two
connected with
people?
both of them. What are you talking about? I'm not saying, oh, I'm not gonna be connected to the other one. I'm just gonna be connected to no, I'm gonna be connected to both of them, girl. Shoot.
I can't believe you.
Well, that's how you asked me this question. That's what I told you. It's going to be a wild one because, long story short, I've been friends with twins. I grew up having twins in my family and interacting with my twins in my family. And long story short, I watched guys who dated them. And if it was one dating the other one dating the other one, they had to always be extremely careful because all the time if they weren't paying attention, the other guy ended up taking the wrong one with him, and the other one take the wrong one with him. And then at the end of the day, they both feel like idiots because they didn't realize the other one looked like the other one, and the other one, oh my god, I'm about to start tongue-tying myself. Oh, look
but
like the other one.
but what about when you go out to eat? You gonna pay for 3 meals instead of two? And then what about when it comes to marriage? What are you gonna do
See,
about that?
It's a wrap.
Wait, what's a wrap?
Marrying both of them.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
technically you
You ever
can in the
seen that
right
movie?
states.
You ever seen that movie Sister Wives?
You mean the show Sister Wives? And they're
So
not
yeah.
they're not legally married. All of them ain't legally married to him. He's only married to one, or was. I don't know if he's still married to her, but
Well,
In
since we're talking,
a certain ritual they're on.
There we
I'm
go.
talking
There we go. Like
about
for instance, I
legally
hate
married.
shout out a religion, Mormons.
Yeah, but you're not a Mormon. You can't go to the courthouse with your
But
twins and say
my
you
I
say
know
you're getting.
atheists who get married and technically get married a Christian way. So are they not
Yeah,
able
but
to
you
get
know that. But
married?
you know that's illegal, though. I ain't talking about the atheist stuff, but you know you can't legally marry more than one
Just
person.
not just as long as you're not in a Mormon state that actually accepts it. So if you're in Utah, they might take an
So
exception.
would you move to Utah to be able to marry two women?
If the relationship is good enough and we can find a good job that makes really good money, why not? I always believe in go where the money
You
is.
willing to move to Utah to marry two women?
Yeah, that's what I tell a lot of people. If I find a place that's going to pay me more than where I'm at now, I'll move. You're telling me you'll pay me a 6 figure salary to move to what? Let's see, Nebraska? Okay, I'm packing my stuff and move to
What
Nebraska.
if it's not a lot of money?
There's not enough motivation to get me going. Because, long story short, I always believe this one concept: paper is paper. If you love someone, paper doesn't matter.
So what you're saying is, so you would stay here and unmarried to the twins versus going to Utah with and getting married to both twins.
Yeah, because I
With
mean, if we
money
love each other, the paper won't matter. So that's all you're doing is getting paper done.
So you're not worried about the drama that could probably ensue from the
There's
whole.
always going to be drama, even if you do get married. Because I know some people who
No, not
got
the
married.
marriage. I don't mean the marriage. I'm talking about just being with the twins.
Well, instantly when you actually have twins you're dating at the same time, everyone's going to freak out. They're like, dude, that just seems morally wrong. But I always tell everyone at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that happen in this world a lot of people
I
find
don't
morally
mean what
wrong.
other people think. I mean drama in your household, your personal household.
The goal is if we have a problem, we sit down and talk it out.
I'm just saying, let's say one of them starts getting jealous of the other one.
Once again, we sit and talk it out.
He said, "Look, yeah, I'm gonna get my twins started."
Well, I tell everybody, even if I had a one single relationship with a woman, she and me, and she has an issue. Let's say, for instance, I'm in a relationship with her, and okay, I'll give a wild case scenario. I know I've befriended some ladies of different sexualities, and I've had some who are pansexual, asexual, bisexual, and I'm friends with them. I hang out with them, and then she finds out, yeah, I was hanging out with them one day, and she's like, for instance, like asexual friend. She decides to get jealous at her. I'm like, okay, let's sit down. I'll be even bring the asexual friend in here. Y'all have a conversation with each other, and I have a conversation. And when you realize the asexual friend has no desire to be sexually active, now how do you feel? She be sitting there like, well, now I feel one confused because are you trying to get up with her? I'm like, no. Do you just hanging out with her? Yeah. Well, I'm like, okay, I'll let you sit there and figure out what's causing you to freak out about me being with an asexual lady. Now, pansexual and bisexual, I can vaguely understand, but here's the catch 22 with both those situations. Since the lady doesn't know what her sexuality is because sexuality moves all over the place, I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable hanging out with her because at that point, I don't know if I'm sitting there one day hanging out with her. She's like, you know what? What? Let's have a three-way. Wait, what? Okay, and stuff like that. That's the time I probably invite the woman I'm in a relationship to come with me. But if it's like someone who doesn't see sexually active or wants to be sexually active, I wouldn't even care. And the reason why I'm using this is because I'm adding more scenario to the scenario that you just gave. Because believe it or not, there are people who have different sexualities that actually can make the dynamic of a relationship even more interesting. And then also in the past, I had a girlfriend who done. I was going out sleeping with a bunch of other women. And I told her, "Do you know when I first got in this relationship with you, I I cut all the ladies off. I'm not gonna lie. I push all my lady friends to the side anytime I get in a relationship with any girls. And I've only been in a relationship a handful of times. And whenever I did, I told all my lady friends, all the stuff I was doing with y'all, you gotta put on hold because I want her to feel like she's special, know that she's priority. and y'all are unfortunately secondary. So once I get her comfortable, then I reintegrate all the ladies I was friends with that still be at the same level they were at the beginning. She'll be more involved in knowing who they are and talking with me, so she can't be jealous. And if she has an issue, she can always pick up the phone and talk with any of these ladies I'm friends with. So vice versa, back to the twins. I want them to have open dialogue with each other, so they never have an issue getting jealous with each other. I'm going to have an open dialogue where I sit with both of them and we talk. So at the end of the day, if there's an issue that's coming up, either one or two things: they want the issue to start it, or two, they weren't really involved in trying to have that relationship work in the first place. And that's why I tell a lot of people, if I had two twins and wanted to start it, I would be intrigued by it. But I'm also going to add this last piece in there. I'd be extremely cautious because you're dealing with emotions, and emotions are always going to be volatile. And the same with a single woman. If I get involved with that one woman, the beginning is always going to be caution. That's why at the beginning, all my female friends, they're going to have to go on immediate standby. And then gradually, as time goes on, I build her confidence with our relationship, where I allow other ladies to come into interacting with me before I go any farther. So it's kind of like, I had to put it in its terms. It's like a new wound that's been introduced, or a new part of a body being sewn onto a person. You let it get used to its new environment. And once it gets enough comfortable to the environment, you'll introduce other stuff and scenarios around it until it builds up an immunity to it. So it's no longer sitting there paranoid, questioning, is something going to happen? Is this person my competition or whatever? I'm like, no, I don't want you to think that. I want you to know that these ladies know you and they know not to mess with your man. I'm your man, the end of story, ladies. So she's my woman, I'm her man. Y'all can be friends with both of us. Don't get confused.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Do either one of y'all have any questions?
Huh. I've been so long winded today. I only think I can think of any right now.
Destiny, Mr. Whip, Chain Whip. Do you have any questions, Chain Whip?
Hmm. I'm drawing a blank right now. Hmm.
I have mine on my phone. I have to, 'cause I always have a bunch of them. We actually come up with some at work too. I got the people at work into it. They're like, oh, I was about to say my name. They're like, so and so. Come, come one of your questions. we need a question. Oh boy.
Yeah, because right now, the only things I can think of right now, well, here's one for fun. Let's say, for instance, you had a friend and they own like one of those small planes with a propeller and stuff. Because I just seen it happen not so long ago. Someone
Okay.
got a Cessna plane and they were gonna go flying some places, and they invite you to go flying. Would you take a risk of going flying with them if you know they just got their pilot license, or are you gonna wait for a while until they get more experience?
Oh, you doing right. We're gonna wait till they get some more experience. Oh,
Oh,
you
okay.
can't be playing around with nothing like that.
Got you. Because unfortunately, somewhere in Florida, I think today or some days ago, they were flying confident, but they must have misjudged something. They're still waiting to get more reports on what happened, and
Oh my
unfortunately,
God.
they had a fiery crash. And
Oh
I'm hoping they're
no.
all right.
Hmm. What about you, Dusty? You hopping in that plane, ain't you? You ain't afraid of nothing.
Hopping in what plane?
Or helicopter or whatever, you hop with an inexperienced pilot.
Hmm.
They're inviting you out to fly. They just got their license. They're not too sure of themselves, but they just got their license. You hopping in with them and flying?
I mean, if I have my parachute with me.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean,
that's
I've been
good.
skydiving before, so
Oh, so it ain't nothing to you to jump out of planes and helicopters. Okay.
yep. Way up, going down.
I ain't got nothing
Oh,
to say on that part.
that's a good one. I like that.
I've been skydiving so many times now. I'm like, man, shit, I wouldn't even mind.
All I think about is Peggy Hill falling all the way to the bottom without that parachute.
Ooh,
Oh man, that's all I
that's
think about when I hear something about some skydiving and parachutes.
I commend those who can do it. I won't do it. If
Yeah.
you're like, you like flying, but you won't do it. I'm like, let me translate that. Someone once said, why am I going to jump out of you want me to jump out of a perfectly working plane? Like, for instance, the airbornes here in our area, or the 82nd. They're like, you want us who normally comfortable riding planes to jump out of a perfectly working plane? Yes. Why? I'm like, I'm with them on that. Unless I have no option, okay. But if not, I'm gonna stay on the plane until it lands.
Okay, so I'm not gonna pull no ollies on We Happy Few. Okay.
Nah, I mean, now if the person's got some years behind them and they know how to do stunt piloting, I might take the ride. It's just gonna be one heck of a roller coaster, and they're gonna get comfortable with all the words that might come out of my mouth when they start doing stuff. So I'm not gonna have a clean mouth. That's one of the reasons why I don't get on roller coasters and stuff, because I know my mouth. For instance, a family member of mine got on a roller coaster, and my family talked her into it for the first time. Oh god, that was the most embarrassing time that person had. Everyone that got on the ride kind of looked at him like, God, I didn't know someone could cuss that much.
I got on it once, never again. I don't like being jerked around. I do not like that feeling.
And that's one of the things that everyone in my family like. You like flying, like being high in the air. I'm like, okay, let me clarify. If you've got me behind the flight stick and I'm comfortable, I will do all sorts of crazy aerobatic stuff. But in a roller coaster, the reason why I hate a roller coaster is because it's like I tell everybody, if you take control away from me, I don't really like stuff when it's control taken from me. It kind of makes me more uneasy. But if you give me control and tell me to act like a royal jackie behind a flight stick when I get comfortable, oh, I'll be pulling out stuff. You'll be like, dude, you're doing all these quick turns even though you're not on a roller coaster. Yeah, that's it because I'm in control.
That makes sense.
Yep, I get the whips and chains out. I'm in control.
Oh boy. Okay, whips and chains.
I
Well,
say nothing.
I want to thank you both for joining me tonight. I
No
appreciate
problem.
you both being here. I don't know when I'm gonna do another one. Sometime next week, I suppose. I'm gonna try.
Damn, ain't nobody say what you doing, step bro.
Huh?
You don't
What you
get it?
mean?
Huh?
What you doing,
Like,
bro? Huh?
ha!
I think
I,
he's playing the
Oh,
game.
I was playing the game, man, but
Called it.
you basically said what you doing, step bro. You
okay.
get it?
No, I'm lost.
Damn.
Huh?
It's a funny joke slash certain people are into that type of stuff. Like, what you doing, step bro?
Oh,
Interesting.
that's a thing. Okay.
I didn't
okay.
even know
My
it was a
uh my
thing.
old my old coworker's cash app was called "What You Doing, Step Bro." Every time I say
What?
that shit, I was dying laughing.
I'm gonna start asking people about that. Then say, have you ever heard of
You ever
the thing?
watch you ever watch like Corno?
Uh, I I do, but
Yeah,
are you talking?
you're
Are you
like
talking about? Are you talking about
it's,
the? Are you talking about the
and
ones
there's
where?
also there. I also see it in memes too.
Oh, see, I haven't seen any of that. I mean, I've seen.
Intrigued.
I mean, I've seen the videos of like what you're talking about, but I never seen it in like a meme or nothing like that.
I mean, it's been a few years since I've seen that meme, but I knew about it like when people started really like putting it out there.
Hmm, that's interesting.
Agreed.
well, thank you so much for what you're doing, step bro, and no man X. Appreciate
No
you both
problem.
being here, and hope to see you both soon. You both have yourselves a good night,
You too, Red Tape.
everybody.
All right,
Bye
Adam.
bye. Good night.